Hello, I'm Kevin Berger, author of Atheism is Untenable. There is no shortage of channels of religious individuals engaging in apologetics to defend their positions, and there is no shortage of channels of atheists using counter-apologetics to argue against them. But what about atheists' defense of their own positions? Who is holding them accountable? On this channel, I don't engage in apologetics. Instead, I apply the principles of polemics and skepticism to atheism and the claims made by atheists, of which, despite their insistence to the contrary, there are many. This is Justified Nonetheless. With this video, we'll be going over the halfway mark in my arguments from epistemology for why the concept of non-belief is logically incoherent. This and the next three videos will all kind of build on top of one another, so keep a lookout for those. The non-belief is Incoherent Omnibus. Number 14. The argument from Untestability. Premise 1. Belief claims are private mental events, making them inherently untestable through empirical methods. As beliefs are private mental events, they are not subject to direct empirical observation, testing, and verification. Instead, all we have are fallible self-reports of individual subjective experience, which are prone to error due to faulty reasoning, such as biases and presumed objectivity and rationality. Further, a suspension of judgment does not equate to suspension of belief. Secondly, a suspension of judgment, as an admission that one does not know the truth value of P, substantiates only agnosticism, an epistemological position. It does not address belief, a doxastic position, at all, much less substantiate an absence of belief. Thirdly, whereas the suspension of judgment is an act of will, the suspension of belief presumes that one can choose what one does not and does believe, which is an extraordinary claim that requires extraordinary evidence. Premise 2. Scientific claims require testability for verification or falsification. For a hypothesis to be considered scientific, it must be falsifiable. That is, it must be capable of being tested and potentially refuted by evidence. Conclusion. Belief claims, and by extension, non-belief claims, are inherently unscientific. Alright, and that was my fourth video from this series of arguments from epistemology on why non-belief is incoherent, and the first of 4 videos that will build on top of each other. Until next time, remember, even if your beliefs aren't necessarily true, they may just be justified nonetheless.